Hey, how's it going, William?
Hey, what's going on, Juan? How you doing today?
Good, good. Thanks for making the time. First and foremost, congratulations on closing on the property.
Thank you.
So, okay, cool. And what area did you close this property in?
Ambridge, Pennsylvania.
Amherst. So that's Western Pennsylvania, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's outside of Allegheny County, outside of Pittsburgh. And how many units was the property?
3 units.
3 units. Okay, okay, good, good. So I know you're part of the MAP program. You just closed on the property. Was it Monday officially?
Um,
Yesterday?
Actually, last Friday.
Last Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So today's Tuesday, so last Friday. So if you don't mind sharing, what was your thoughts about enrolling in the MAP
Mhm.
and also your experience in the MAP and then your afterthought being that you closed?
Well, it was much simpler than I imagined. Um, we went in already with a battle plan. Everything was already so I was able to prepare in advance to know what to do. So it made the process a bit more seamless. It was very transparent. Everything was open. I could go on the card and see everything I was going in or going on. I could contact the broker directly, contacted basically everyone who was involved. More importantly, I was able to get the experience of knowing how to quarterback a deal. Um, it's kind of like, it was basically like me talking to these people, but having you on my shoulder is basically like, do this, say this, ask for this, do this at this time. And it made the process very easy because I was able to have a good advisor to let me know when to do stuff and the reason why we were getting it done.
Excellent. You correct me if I'm wrong. I believe we actually closed on the property prior to the official closing date on the contract.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I think that was pretty good because everything was moving along pretty smoothly. Now, you mentioned about having the advisor on your shoulder. So, do you, even though this is your first deal, do you feel
Mhm.
confident? And it's okay if you say no, but do you feel confident perhaps that you could potentially be a general partner and have limited partners work with you on your next deal?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's not just, we help you with finding the property, perform due diligence, and all that good stuff, but you actually feel confident, hey, I know what to do step by step to the point I can actually be that general partner who's calling the shots to close on my next deal forward.
Yeah, and to be honest, that was the most important part for me, which was, um, there's a lot of information, but it was learning how to thread all that information and, you know, how to combine all that information and make the process a bit more, how to generate a system, which was, I was able to do that because of the way we went about it. So I was able to see how to get stuff done, when to get it done, and I had all the resources at my beck and call. So that was great.
Okay, good, good. Now, what about the numbers of this deal? If you don't mind sharing some of the numbers.
Yeah, sure, of course. Um, Give me a second here. I'll pull out everything. Bear with me. Let's do this.
Okay, cool, cool. Now, I know you mentioned about the process being smooth, but just to be transparent, were there any hiccups, anything that didn't go quite as planned, anything of that nature?
Um, I mean, like, so I started with a lender who I ended up not using because his response times wasn't fast enough. But it wasn't a problem because we had other lenders in the pipeline. Actually, this lender ended up being a better lender because he could get things done and get me actually a lower down payment, depending on if I was able to find a deal that was big enough. So it was good to have that backup um, and move because, you know, I'm in New York, so I'm very, pace is a big thing for me. Like I hate when I don't get replies on time. I hate when people move slow because all my jobs are based on efficiency. So it's a big thing for me when I collaborate with people in different states. I feel like they all live on vacation time, which,
Right.
which, which is not okay for me. But it was able to go great. You know, I had someone who fit me much better. So.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, Jim. Jim is one of the lenders. So, and I've been working with him personally on my deal since 2012.
Oh, very nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so we forged a good relationship, and we pretty much have the same way of operating our business. You know, he's a lender, of course, or mortgage broker, I should say, but
Right.
he's very efficient in his processes as well.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
all right, cool. So you have any of those numbers up that you feel comfortable sharing?
Let's just go. Yeah, I mean, give me 2 seconds. Sorry about this. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, the total gross rent's about $1,880 for this deal, and I think we're going to be cash flowing about $500 and something dollars. I'm not sure. I don't have the numbers right now off the top of my head. Because I'm not as organized as I should be, which I know.
Which we'll work on that. Which we'll work on that. So,
which we're going to work on.
Right. So, just one thing too, William. So it's not all about acquisition, which is important, right? But also, what's more important, or equally important, I should say, is post-acquisition, right? Because we have to make sure that this asset gets managed effectively, or asset management in this case, just to make sure that you are knowledgeable about how the property management should operate, also about the numbers, things you should be looking at, so that way we can continue to increase the value to the point where you can get access to that value, whether through a cash out refinance, and use that equity to buy your next property. All right, cool. And one last thing, William.
Yeah.
So what would you say to that person? Let's say they're on the fence, right? They're unsure as to whether they should pull the trigger, take action, and enroll in the map. What would you say to that person that's on the fence?
I'd say someone who's on the fence, usually there's a reason. Most of the reason is, I'd say, generally fear, or they're afraid to suffer, that if they move forward, they might incur some loss, which are all legitimate. But I would say that, you know, as you said, like, you already have everything systematized, and I'd say just jump in, because, you know, you do have to take action at some point. You know, I've been in YouTube University for a very, very long time, looking up stuff, you know, subscribe to the Bigger Pockets podcast, followed a lot of different real estate people online. But, you know, there's a difference into having, you know, someone who can directly, you know, give you the information, give you the gem. It's not enough to have information, right? You know, like, what you need is real knowledge, and knowledge is the ability to aggregate information. And that's what this program gave me. It was able to aggregate all that information, you know, because you might have the information, doesn't mean that it's the right fit for this deal at this time. And that took most of the guesswork out of the process. And so I was able to move forward confidently when we saw the deal, looked at the numbers and made sense. We were able to do the due diligence for a very long time. We were able to dispute stuff. We were able to get money back. We were able to do a lot of things, you know, and usually when you're looking for the information, you get it piecemeal, and it's not in one structured order. It's not a system. So I would say there isn't really much to fear. Also, especially because you guys have, interest in making sure the deal works out. You know, like, you guys are going to be part of the deal. So it just makes sense that you're not going to let the deal falter, or not close or get a bad mortgage or any other thing, get taken advantage of. You guys are there because you want to see it successful and because it benefits you as well. So I'd say if you're sitting on the fence, there's really no point. Just jump in and take some action.
And when you say get money back, you're referring to cash back at closing as well?
Correct.
And I think with your deal, you were able to get $7,000 cash back at closing.
That is correct. Yeah.
Just off negotiations, right?
Yes.
Cool. So appreciate your time, William. I'm happy the deal closed sooner than expected. That was a smooth process for you. And thanks for sharing your feedback, especially that personal events. Because as William alluded to, the guesswork's taken out, meaning we've already kissed the frogs to find the right prince. So for instance, when you said, William, one lender just wasn't as responsive to my liking because I'm from New York, I'm fast paced, I need immediate answers. Okay, great, let's work with this lender here, Jim. And then bam, things click fast. You didn't have to do a lot of research to find the best agent, you were paired with someone, bam, she was responsive, give you everything you need as quickly as possible. The right broker, the right settlement company, I meant to say, you had to look for them. They're on top of it with the title work, fast. That's the reason why, being that we have a great team together in the market that we invest in, which has a huge amount of multi-units, we were able to knock this deal down before the date that we had on the contract as a result. Yeah, and to you too, shout out to you too, because you were uber responsive as well. So you were very communicative, which helps the process move very quickly, because anytime we needed, let's say, your signature on an addendum, or we needed a document, you were quick and responsive as well. So we do appreciate that. All right, cool, man. So I look forward to it. Hopefully the next deal. So let me know if you're ready for a new one, because I think you still have time on your contract as well. So our goal is, based upon the proposal when you're in the program, we can find you as many deals as you want. So you just let us know.
Got you. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, cool. All right, well, thanks, William. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk soon.
All right.